Hey traders, I'm very excited to announce the release of TriskM version 1.3. This new version comes with a major feature release, in particular, the trade calculator feature. Whether you're a trading guru or a new trader, calculating trade size has always been slow and cumbersome. All trading courses teaches us to limit the risk of each of our trade. Some at 5%, some at 2%, some at 1%, some at 0.5%. It depends on each trader. However, calculating the trade size can be quite difficult for new traders, and even for seasoned traders, it is rather slow. TriskM's new trade calculator is meant to simplify this process for you. It makes it very simple. Check this out. Now, as usual, we have the TriskM here, overview, market symbols, events, where you can see the news and data releases, patterns for data matching, and of course the news. This new feature is called Calculator. Now, if you click on this, you will notice that unlike the other views, the chart actually comes out with whatever time frame that you're on. And of course, we can always switch between the different chart by either dragging this over here, the symbols from the market watch, or we can click on from the market here. We just click on this to switch to the particular symbol. Let's say if you're interested with USD CAD, click on this and it will change to USD CAD, and from here you can actually click on the calculator. The trade calculator, when you look at it, has this anchored by default on the number of lots, which is the most common. And assuming that we would like to risk just 2% of our risk, we select here. And of course, we can select toggle whether we want to do a buy or sell trade, because it uses the ask and bid price. So we have to be sure. Of course, when we do this, the price will be there, and when it runs too far, we want to refresh it. To refresh it, we can always click on this open price, which to refresh it. Every time you click on it, it will refresh this particular price. When you toggle it as well, it will also change. You'll be refreshed. But it's a good idea to click on it. Occasionally, the first thing you do, either this or this. And of course, we have the tooltip. Whatever you do is all risk expressed in percent of equity, risk expressed in absolute amount. So depending on your equity, if you specify 2%, this will automatically calculate on the amount that it could have based on your equity. And because we're anchored on the lots here, it will calculate the number of lots for this particular stop loss. So assuming that we have already identified the open price here, and we want to say 50 pips away. And when you do this, just click on this and move away from this particular view. Either you can press tab or you click somewhere else. It will then plot your SL here. Okay, this is too difficult to see. Let's pull this down a little bit. Just drag it on the side here. And for the target price, just click on it 100 pips. So it will then automatically plot this on the graph for you. If you want it to be 25 pips to 150 pips, okay, it will also calculate this. And of course, it will calculate the lot size for you because you anchored this on lot size. If let's say we change this and say we want it to be 1%, as you can see, the market is moving very quickly now. When I change this to 1%, immediately it will be recalculated for me. So by having this calculator, it makes it very easy for me to place my trade. All I need to do is just to press F9, which comes together with the MT4, and have this open price. We already know the open price, and the volume here we just entered the 3.58. Okay, we ignore the last one. It's just there for display. The stop loss is here, 1.35997, and the take profit is 1.34247, and we can do a sell on market order. Or if we do not want to, we can also, let's say, assuming that by looking at this chart, I think that the market is ranging in my, let's say, it doesn't really matter what opening I do. Let's just say I'm doing a FIBO and put this down just as an example. And I feel that, okay, if this is a FIBO line, I can drag this. I double click this and I can drag this up. I drag this line. This is my entry price, and let's say if it breaches above here, and I want the stop loss. This is a sell trade. Let's toggle to buy trade. Okay. Oops. Okay, this is a buy trade. Okay. Let's say assuming that if it breaches, we want to say that if it breaches this people line at this level, we want to set the target price to be here, and the stop. No, sorry, the other way around. This is the stop loss price to be here, and this is the target price to be here. Just make it a point to see that there's this little dot here. Make it a point to always unselect it. When you select a line, it will have a dot. When you're selected, you can actually drag it. When it is unselected, you cannot drag it. So to drag this, you have to double click on this to get this dot and move this. When you move this, you notice that all these prices will change. This is the take profit. It will change as well. And here I have here at 1% is automatically calculated at this. Oops, let's put it down again. Now, based on this, I can plan my trade and say is that, okay, let's do a pending order by stop. And at the stop loss of 1.34069, take profit of 1.3887 at the price of 1.36292, and I can place, it will place on MT4. So by using this particular feature, it makes it very easy for me to place this trade instead of calculating the lot size. Oops, did I forget to enter the lot size just now? But anyway, that's not the point. The point here is that it's calculated. Let's just, now for the US dollar pair, it is quite easy because each pip value is 10 pip. $10 per pip. However, when we enter crosses like Euro, New Zealand dollar, we'll notice that each pip is $6.90 and it changes occasionally. For different pair, the pip value changes. Therefore, it is actually quite difficult for us to calculate the size manually without this calculator for crosses. Let's just take another example. Let's say this one on a daily chart, New Zealand dollar. And we say that, okay, it's actually, let's just say that it's range bound, and we want to say that, okay, let's do a buy trade, and I click on this refresh. I will have this here. I can specify a, let's just put it at 50 and 50 just to get the lines out. And let's just say that, okay, if it breaks above this line, I think it's going to go up. Okay, and the target, I double click this to remove that. I think that it will come all the way up to here. And the risk that I should based on is that it's going to stop here. If it comes to this price, I'm going to get stopped out, and I'm going to assign 1.5% of my equity. So based on this, automatically it will have calculated my stop loss and my target price, and it will calculate my lot size as well. Let's just say, and okay, I want a 1 to 2. So in this case, this is 50 pip on my stop loss, and I want to do a 100 pip target price because I want to do 1 to 2. So it will automatically calculate from here. Again, press F9. This is standard in MT4. My volume now will be 1.96 at the pending order, which is a buy stop. At the stop loss is 0.68593. Take profit 0.70097. And at the price, which is the opening price here, 0.69097. It's right when we will have this. Fantastic, isn't it? Hope you like this.